Oh, Aunt helped me out. And so we did so we got to it, and I was going over how I usually get research and find little quotes from this. And the random town of the day on the sheet was Horseheaven, Oregon. Now, I told Aunt I could have swore that we have talked about Horseheaven, Oregon before. And we went through all the old episodes. We have a list of all the old episodes. It's pretty organized. And I tried to find when did we talk about Horseheaven. Now, it was never the main town. So I was like, well, maybe we were just exploring a town in Oregon and we went past Horseheaven on the Google Maps. And then I was like, what's this about? And we couldn't find it. So I don't know if I've done this on my own time or a previous episode, but Horseheaven, Oregon is the town of the day today. And in Horseheaven, it's 63 degrees and sunny. I don't know if that's the preferred weather of a horse. You know, I don't know if you live in Wisconsin and on a horse farm and then you check the weather and you're like, oh man, this weather is heaven for a horse. I don't know if that's 63 degrees and sunny. I don't know. But Horseheaven, and it's Washington. I don't know why I put Oregon on the sheet. So now we're all confused. Where am I? Let me check. Okay, hold on. The weather that I have is for Horseheaven, Washington. The Horseheaven on the sheet is Oregon, unless I wrote that wrong. Now, okay, hold Horseheaven, Oregon. That's the one we're talking about. Now, there's a Horseheaven, Washington as well. That we're not talking about that one. So hold on, let's check the weather. We've made a grave mistake. The weather in Horseheaven, Oregon. Hold on. Let's see if I can fix this on the fly. This can't happen, you know? We can't be tricking all of the people that are tuning in Horseheaven, Oregon, and they want the weather, and we're giving them the wrong weather. You know, it's just a total botch job. Okay, the weather in Horseheaven, one word. Interesting tidbit. In Oregon, Horseheaven's one word. In Washington, Horseheaven is two different words. In Oregon, it's 52 degrees, partly cloudy. Now, is that better for a horse, or did they prefer the Washington? Maybe there's two horses, one in each, and they're communicating. So, talking about the weather. Anyway, Wake and Jake, Jomboy and Jake Radio, talking Giants, talking baseball, and Mansplain baseball. Elsewhere, probably excited about the Braves clinching. Those are the new episodes out today. Horseheaven, Oregon. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let me check the chat real quick because I want to see if you guys remember me talking about that. Did he get it confused with Horse Island? Interesting. Well, no, because, all right, so Horseheaven, Oregon is a ghost town, and the name for the settlement stemmed from herds of horses that thrived on the local grasses and drank from unfenced springs. So it was a very literal name. Oh, that's heaven for horses over there. Bunch of wild horses. The Spanish brought them in. There was no horses native to the American United States land. They all came over, which is a wild thought. Anyway, then cinnabar, a toxic mercury sulfide mineral with a chemical composition of HGS, was discovered in the area in 1933, and production began in 1934. That all rings a bell to me, as if it's something we've talked about before, and I can't remember if we actually did that on the show. Do I want an English muffin or a bagel? Asks Josh. Don't forget the intro, Osborne. Josh, I don't know where you're from. If you can get a fresh bagel, it is 9:20, so we're a little late for fresh bagels if you're on the East Coast in New Jersey and New York, Connecticut, the tri-state area. I still think you go for it. Now, English muffin, if you're getting a bagel from your own house, English muffins always play, but English muffins are risky because it feels like I can't just eat one. You know, it's kind of like a cookie in a box. I'm going to have multiple English muffins, and then how many is too many, and I think it's more than one. But you do you. Keep us updated on on that. So they found cinnamon. They found cinnabar in this town, Horseheaven, Oregon. So then they started mining and all that in 1934. 2 years later, Horseheaven Mines, a subsidiary for Sun Oil, took over and continued mining until 1944. So we're going a good decade of this being a mining town. And then a fire destroyed the ore processing furnace, the power plant, and other structures. The mine closed in 1945, but reopened in 1955. So we're going 10 years on, 10 years off. Now in 55, it's opened with a new furnace, but much of the mine collapsed between then and 1958 when the mine closed again, so it only lasted another 3 years after that. Let's go look at where we are in the world, Horseheaven, Oregon, and then there's a video of the abandoned mine that I'm going to check out because that seems cool. It's north of Bend, Oregon, south of Fossil. There it is. So how far away do you think Horseheaven, Washington is? Now, we're not even going to get any houses or anything, right? Because Ghost Town, just one road. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Say it again. It's kind of crazy. What's this? Remnants of something? Are there pictures of when it was a town? Okay, we have too many things I want to do. Not enough time because I started late. First off, directions to Horseheaven, Washington. How far apart are the two Horseheavens? 4-hour drive, 194 miles. Okay. Done with that. Next thing. Horseheaven, Oregon, 19, let's just say 38 images when it was prospering. I think the word prosper means different things at different times. There's just like a one shack it's showing us. Here's the abandoned Horseheaven Mercury mine, the short version. Okay. Horseheaven. We got a nice graphic. YouTube account, Mines of the West. Check them out. 14,000 subscribers if you're into Mines of the West. A lot of lens flares stuff going on. A lot of effects. I just kind of want to see. Not in it for the effects, guys. I'm in it for just the video of the abandoned mine. Okay, so this looks like a crate over a hole. And now we're back to some salvage wood heap. All the scrap wood just laying around. All right, some machinery. Some oil stuff and pipe. Okay. What's down there? I was expecting. Okay, well, that was boring. I hate to crap on it, but I expected a lot more out of the abandoned Horseheaven Mercury mine short version video. We didn't get it, though, and that's fine. We've learned there's two different Horseheavens. We don't know which ones the horses prefer. There's a fire. Nothing in this town. Ghost Town, literally nothing there. I don't think anything happens. So, Horseheaven. So, does the Horseheaven football team call their Hail Mary play Heaven Sent? Wow. Maybe. Dylan Brower says that he was expecting more from Horseheaven, as was I. I also think I've already talked about it, that I can't remember talking about it. I'm over Horseheaven. We're moving on.